Greetings, everyone. Quay from Great Future Consultancy. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to just remind you that last week I got a chance to talk about the Know Your Worth was the topic of last week. And I think that's very important to know your worth before you walk into any brand partnership or any type of dealing with business. You need to know your worth. And I think that's very important. That's why we talked about it. So make sure if you didn't get a chance that you check out that piece of content right here on Great Future Consultancy on our YouTube page. But I also this week wanted to talk about something that's another important topic to me. And this is a question that I ask every artist or content creator that I'm working with right off the bat, very early in the stages of me getting to know this person, is what type of artist do you want to be? That is something that I think is very important to ask yourself before you start working on any piece of music or production or lyrics or anything like that. You need to ask yourself that question. And this isn't just for creators or musicians. This is something that, any person can ask themselves. This is something that you, as a human being, should ask yourself of what type of leader do I want to be? What type of father do I want to be? What type of teenager or athlete, whatever, you need to ask yourself that kind of question, because then that helps you start to frame out how you're going to go down the road, using this type of knowledge. And so in my perspective, back to the musician side of things, and in my perspective, yeah, there may be others, but let's just say this is just the way I'm looking at it. There's three different types of artists, musicians. There is the person that's just passionate about the music, just music passionate. They like to write, read, record, teach. They just want to have some type of part in music. However, they create, but don't necessarily want to be the face of what they do, the brand. That's not their thing. They just want to sit back and be a part of this music industry and be a part of music and be passionate about what they do. Then you have that person that's a weekender. The weekenders are passionate about music, but they also want now people to hear their music and hear the content and hear what they're creating and share with the world of what they're doing, whether they're, just one of the people that perform in front of restaurants or small dive bars, whatever they're doing, they want their music and their content and their creative to be out into the world. However, they're quite satisfied with not performing in big stages and taking it to that next level. And then you have that somebody that's the famer. They're the ones that they want it all. They want the big fans, the big tour buses. They want to go on the worldwide global tours. That's the type of famer that I just described in there. And so, again, I had a conversation with an artist once, and they responded to me that they want to be the famer. That's what they want to do. And however, the big thing about that is they didn't want to give 100% of themselves to the world. They felt like I should have some type of secrecy to who I am as a person aside than what I am as an artist. And I think that's fine. Like, I think any artist, if that's how you feel, you should. However, you have to understand that there could be consequences there, because maybe fans want to know everything about you. And so if you are, not giving 100% of everything you are to your fans, maybe that may not get you the fans that you want or need. And that's fine if you're asking yourself that question of what type of artist I want to be. And so, that was something that I got them to think about and make decisions on. That's fine. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with every way you want to go. But if you understand that framework very early on, before you start writing lyrics, before you start producing, before you start singing and working on your skill set, then you'll be okay with that, because you've already made that decision for yourself of, this is where I want to be. And people have made great careers out of not being the Drakes, the Bruno Mars, the Lady Gagas, the Katy Perrys. They have made great careers out of not having that superstardom. And so that's, again, something that you got to think for. There's nothing wrong with shooting for the stars and landing a little short of that, to me, because you're still up there in the heavens, right? You still went out there and gave it your all and had a great career. And that's what it's all about, right? It's all about having a great career that, feeds your family, feeds yourself, helps you to pay the bills. When you understand that, you understand what it takes to go into a career, like what type of work ethic you're going to have. Like, some people only want to work like 4 hours a day on their skill set. There's other people that are working 12 and beyond on, their guitar lessons, their singing, their lyrics, their writing, all their social media, their look, their aesthetic that is going out into the world. Know what type of artist you want to be. Ask yourself that question before you head down any route. I just want to leave you with that. I'm Quay, Great Future Consultancy. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. More content every week, so make sure you subscribe.